I think I have been overestimating the average person and my audience. You are babies. Not to be mean, you're just not developed. You're not formed. Mentally. I'm sorry, I'm really trying not to be mean. I don't know how else to say it. When I was young, Republicans destroyed public education in the US with No Child Left Behind. Schools were no longer teaching children even how to think. It was all about memorization, repetition, and jumping through hoops more than anything. It was always about, like, can you do a little bit extra every time? Like, it was just about grinding us out, wearing us down, breaking us. I was born in 1991, and I'm lucky that the elementary school I went to was very good, and I was put in the gifted and talented program, and I had very smart friends. I was reading at like a college level in elementary school. It was fun. I was using my brain and exploring the world and enjoying my life with my friends. The screaming and the ranting that I do in the other videos is because I genuinely believe that if we fix how we think collectively, we can fix pretty much all of our problems. And it's been obvious since I was a child, but people just don't listen. Not enough people believe it to make it happen. And so it's not my goal to tell you exactly what to think. I just want to fix how you think so that we can all interact with the same real world together. It's tragic to me because I see people who have never learned to voice their own thoughts, who maybe don't even have their own thoughts. And so, in my ideal world, I would be able to just scream at everybody directly what the problem is, and everyone would look and say, oh shit, I see that, I'm gonna go help and fix that, and we'd all work together and fix it. But we're not there. I'm skipping ahead. I'm trying to rush. That's the backwards thinking that I hate. Starting with my own conclusion and going the other way. But the reason that I approach it from that way is because people are dying daily, and it feels so disrespectful to them to put their deaths on hold so that I can patiently explain to you how to use your own brain because you never thought to question anything, seemingly. Because that's all it takes. That's really all it takes is a questioning attitude and honesty. Honest, consistent, grounded standards. Do we know everything? No, not at all, not even close. Do we know that there's not a God? Not for a fact, but God, the concept, is a human invention and poorly defined. It's not like we looked and saw that. It's like we went, hey, maybe this is a thing. Maybe it's not, though. And so maybe it is, maybe it's not, but we're looking at this same world that we all live in, and we can measure most of it. We can measure the parts that we can see, hear. We can measure with different tools and sensors. We can collect data, information about the real world that we all share. We've been so desensitized to even processing information or words that are outside of our acceptable little templates that we've just become accustomed to, I guess. But there's so many, there's endless ways to express the truth. It's just important that we avoid distorting it or deviating too far from it or lying. To me, it still feels incredibly silly to be trying to explain to a population of people how to use their own brains, because it is intuitive. I think the main problem might be that we never have the opportunity to do so. You start life under intense pressure and it never lets up. You never get that moment to rest, to get your bearings, to center yourself, and to build yourself up. You're just constantly being knocked down all the time. And so I think if we're going to fix anything, it's got to go from the ground up. It's got to be at the individual level. And there's a lot of ways to talk about it, and I'm not sure what would be most effective. I think people don't realize how much they're missing. And that's the only way I can imagine they're okay sitting out of their own lives, is because they don't know. They've never known how good life can be. And maybe I don't either. I think I just got a glimpse of how it used to be, which is not how good it could be, but it's better than it is now. Because they've been tightening the vice. They've been crushing us slowly this whole time I've been alive, and since before that. And so even if I get taken away, killed, whatever, the best gift that I think that I can give anybody is their own independence, their own individuality, their own self. Because I believe that as conscious creatures, we are defined by our minds. We are defined by how we think, what we are experiencing. And obviously, there's a whole body and arms and things around the mind. But we are the conscious part, the part of me that is talking to you now, selecting the words specifically. That's my consciousness. And how it works, we don't fully understand. But it's, my pile of meat using electromagnetic signals to exchange messages. And we can do the same thing. I guess maybe I should focus on the benefits of freeing your mind, of reclaiming your own self and all that. Try to make it as appealing as possible for the greedy babies. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to put it. It's not your fault, but we need to be honest about our status. And I think a lot of people are stupid. And it's not a shameful thing, but it's a bad thing, and we should try to correct it. Obviously, I'm still working out all this. I'm scared I won't have enough time before shit really hits the fan to nail the message and actually reach people and make some change. I feel like I'm close to something, but I cannot get it. And I don't know. I will keep trying. I will. But I'm scared. Scared I won't be able to do it, and no one else seems to even be trying. I mean, I'm sure they are. Some people are. It's just I don't know that any of it is enough. Every protest is being ignored. We need to think outside the box in a way that I can't predict, and that's why I can't tell you what to think. But I really need you to prioritize correctly, to understand what is real and what is not, so that you can help us all analyze this problem together, figure it out, and contribute in whatever way each of us can. Your mind is unique. It doesn't matter if you went to the same school as somebody. It doesn't matter if you were in the same family as somebody. It doesn't matter if you're somebody's identical twin. Your mind is unique. You have the potential to be smart in a way that no one else on the planet does. Other people might not recognize it as smartness. But if you know what you're doing, you can keep growing that. You can spread better ideas to more people. We can help each other. We have common goals. We have a lot more in common than we don't. We're like 99% the same, and it's just that little 1% that makes us so fascinatingly different. And then it's the 1% of that 1% that bigots hone in on to say this is what's wrong with people, but it's not. They're deflecting from their own ignorance, their own hatred, their own backwards thinking that prompts them to say those things about other people in the first place. The only way we're going to reach them is through, I don't know how to put it. I want to say force, but I don't mean a physical force. I mean a force of information. We need to crush them with the truth. We need to spread it like a solid mass from each of us. Once you have the truth, do your best to protect it. Try to stay solid yourself. Every lie, every mistake, every misconception makes all of us more vulnerable, and people are dying for this. So until we all of us on Earth, are free, please turn your brain on, keep it on, see what you can do with it. Lives depend on you. Thank you.